Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to today's class. I'm going to be taking you through gradients and equations of a line. So our topic for today is what you need to know while finding the gradient of a straight line. You need to know that gradient is equals to the change in y over the change in x. This can be written as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's the formula, the first formula. So you need to know that the gradient of the line is equals to the change in the y and change in x. The y coordinates, change in the x coordinates. So after that, you need to know that the equation of a straight line is y is equals to mx plus c, where m and c are constants and the value of m is the gradient. So basically this is what you are supposed to know, that the gradient is equals to the change in the y coordinates over the change in the x coordinates. You can write it as gradient is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Therefore, the equation of a line is written in the form y is equals to mx plus c, where m and c are constants and the value of m is the gradient. So this is just a recap of what you have learned in school. So now let's look at, in this topic, we have now perpendicular lines. So what you need to know on perpendicular lines is that the gradient, assume we have two lines, A and B, you need to know that the gradient of A multiplied by the gradient of B is equals to -1. So if you want to know that two lines are perpendicular to each other, their gradients should be equal to -1. So that is what you need to know about perpendicular lines. And on parallel lines, let's assume we have A and B again. You need to know that the gradient of A should be equal to the gradient of B. So basically this is what you need to know. Once you're asked to determine if two lines are perpendicular, you will just focus on the gradient. If the gradient of A and the gradient of B, when you multiply them, it gives you -1. So perpendicular line, the product of A and B should be equal to -1. And under parallel lines, you're sure A and B, their gradients should be equal. So here we can just say the product of gradient of A and B should be equal to -1. And here the gradient of A should be equal to the gradient of B. So basically this is what you need to know. So now with me I have question from KCSE Mathematical paper 1 revision. Simuturi. We are going to be looking at, there's a question here on gradients. Let us work it out and then I'll show you guys how to go about it. And the question is, so we are going to call it example 1. Find the gradient of the straight line joining the points P 2, 3 and Q is 8, negative 6. Yes. So the question says, this is part A. Find the gradient of the straight line joining the points P, 2, 3 and Q, 8, negative 6. So you know gradient is a change in y, 2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for you to calculate that, you can just come and write P, 2, 3, and this is, you name it x1, and you can name this y1. And you come here and get the other point Q, 8, negative 6, name them x2, y2. So once you have that, it's easier for you now to come and place them back to your formula. So gradient is equals to y2, negative 6, minus y1, minus 3, over x2, 8, minus 2. So this becomes negative 6 minus 3, negative 9, over 8 minus 2 is 6. So you can actually leave your answer as negative 9 over 6, or you can go ahead and cancel by 3. This is 3, negative 3. By 3, this becomes 2. So your answer can either be answer negative 9 over 6, or you can simplify it to negative 3 over 2. So this is section A of the question. Now let us solve part B of the question. So under part B, you've been told, hence, find the equation of the line through P perpendicular to line PQ. So here is where we now get the concept of perpendicular lines. And we know for perpendicular lines, the product of the gradients is equals to negative 1. So what you come and do, you've been asked to find the equation of the line through P. The line through P. And in our equation, the line P had the coordinates 2 and 3. And in our previous equation, the gradient for PQ was negative 3 over 2. So we are asked to find the equation of the line through P. And clearly we don't have PQ, we don't know the other coordinates for the other point. So we can name it A and call it XY. So what you do, first you need to find the gradient. And for you to find the gradient, we know the gradient for PQ was negative 3 over 2 times the gradient for P, which you don't know, you can name it A, is equals to negative 1. Because we've been told they are perpendicular. So you can multiply by 2 over negative 3 by negative 2 over 3, both sides. So you remain with a is equal to negative, and negative becomes positive 2 over 3. So you're sure for this other point, the gradient is 2 over 3. So you'll come here and say gradient is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The gradient is 2 over 3 is equals to y minus 3 over y minus 3 over x minus 2. So you can choose to multiply now you multiply by x minus 2 both sides by x minus 2 both sides, and this will actually go with this. So this other side, you open the bracket, 2 over 3 times x becomes 2 over 3x minus negative 2 times 2 over 3 becomes 4 over 3 is equals to y minus 3. So this is going to be 2 over 3x minus 4 over 3. You bring the 3 to this side, it becomes plus 3 is equals to y. So basically it's going to be 2 over 3x minus 4 over 3 plus 3. That becomes 5 over 3. Becomes positive 5 over 3 is equals to y. So they've asked to find the equation. So you can just come in and say the answer is equals to y is equals to 2 over 3x plus 5 over 3. So this should be your answer. So I hope you guys have understood. The first thing we've done, we know the gradient is the gradient for line PQ, which is said to the line PQ, perpendicular to the line PQ. So we know the gradient of line PQ is negative 3 over 2. So automatically, the gradient for this point, for the line that is passing through P, will be negative 3 over 2 times, we can name it A because we don't know it, is equal to negative 1. So you multiply both sides by 2 over negative 3, both sides, and you'll get your A is 2 over 3. So now you come back to your finding the equation. You can just say gradient is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this becomes the gradient is 2 over 3 is equals to y minus 3 over x minus 2. Multiply both sides by x minus 2 by x minus 2. You're going to get 2 over 3x minus 4 over 3 is equals to y minus 3. If you bring 3 this other side, it's going to be 2 over 3x minus 4 over 3 plus 3 is equals to y. Minus 4 over 3 plus 3 is 5 over 3. So 2 over 3x plus 5 over 3 is equals to y. So your equation of the line will be y is equals to 2 over 3x plus 5 over 3. So now we are done with example 1.